Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about CTFT, that is representation of continuous time aperiodic signal. Before going to this, just I will tell you what is Dirichlet condition. So this is a signal should satisfy Dirichlet condition because if we want to express any signal in terms of a linear combination of harmonically related complex exponential, the signal should satisfy this Dirichlet condition. Another thing is here, if the signal may not able to satisfy the Dirichlet condition, then we may not able to express it in terms of the complex that is complex exponential. So here we need to understand what is Dirichlet condition. That is, it is absolutely integrable. That is, it is absolutely integrable. That is, integral minus infinity to infinity mod x of t dt is less than infinity. And that is, if we integrate over this infinity range, it should be the value should be finite. That is, it should be integrable and the value what we are obtaining is less than infinity. Second one is bounded variation. The signal x of t has only a finite number of maximum and minimum within any finite interval. So if we consider one time period, it should have finite number of maximum and minimum. Next one is finite discontinuities. The signal x of t should has a finite number of discontinuities within a finite interval. Okay, so if any signal satisfy this condition, if any signal satisfy this three condition, then the signal can be represented in terms of complex exponential, harmonically related complex exponentials. So the next one is, here we are going to discuss about continuous time Fourier transform. Last class we have discussed about continuous time Fourier series. Now we are going to discuss about continuous time Fourier transform. In continuous time Fourier transform is a mathematical tool for analysis of a continuous time aperiodic signal. So we know what is aperiodic signal. That is the signal which is not repeating for any time period is said to be an aperiodic signal. So here if you want to analyze that aperiodic signals, we have to use the CTFT. Then what happen is, if we want to find out the spectral component of a signal, we can use CTFT for aperiodic signal. You can able to understand the frequency domain description of the signal when you use CTFT for a aperiodic signal. Another case is, here what happen is, this as how we are going to represent this aperiodic signal as a that is similar to that is we are going to express this as a sum of linear combinations of complex exponential series, complex exponentials. Okay, how we are going to analyze this? Because we are going to here assume that this aperiodic signal will have an infinite, right? It has an some signal will be like this. So this have an infinite time period. So this is what your fundamental time period, right? A signal which repeat itself is a fundamental time period. But in aperiodic signal, the signal won't repeat. So what we are going to consider is the up to the time where the signal exists, that we are going to consider the time period t. So if we consider the time period t, because here the time period t is very large, therefore the fundamental frequency, we will know that it is nothing but 2 pi by t. This fundamental frequency decreases. So what happens is, this when this increases into a larger extent, this fundamental time period decreases. So what happen is, this harmonically related complex exponentials, that is harmonically related complex exponentials become closer in frequency. So become closer in frequency. Okay, as the time period become infinity, the frequency component will become closer. So what we are going to do is, here we know that here I will write for CTFS formula. What is the formula for CTFS? AK equal to 1 by t integral 0 to t this x of t e power minus jk ohm naught t dt, right? So here then x of t, using the, after finding this Fourier coefficient, we will find k equal to, so after finding this Fourier coefficient, we find x of t where k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity ak e power jk ohm naught t. So this is what the Fourier series. Now CTFT, what will happen is, as the time period increases, the fundamental frequency decreases, so the Fourier coefficient become closer. So what happen is, this in this summation, right, this summation x of t, okay, this summation this summation x of t, what we are going to have some modification here. So what we are going to do is, the same Fourier coefficient I am going to represent it. That is, what we are going to do is, here this normally this is what the Fourier series coefficient, don't confuse with it. Now in order to obtain the frequency component present in the signal, we are going to have one formula known as x of j ohm, which is integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus jk ohm naught t dt. Okay, another formula in order to obtain the reverse formula, that is x of t. So I should have this time period 1 by t integral minus infinity to infinity x of j ohm e plus j k ohm naught t into dt. So here what happen is, this x of t, right, is a summation here. Since it become closer, this Fourier component is becoming closer, I am going to represent this in term of integration. That is the thing we have here. The Fourier component is ak. So instead of ak, here we are going to represent at x of j ohm. Both are same here. This is for CTFS and this is for CTFT. These are the Fourier representation, frequency domain representation, right? So here instead of this ak, I am having x of j ohm. So integral 0 e minus infinity, because we here the time period we may not know, right? So here integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus jk ohm naught t dt. So here x of t, similarly here instead of this summation minus infinity to infinity x of j ohm e power plus jk ohm naught t. So this come from this formula. So okay, and also this total time period t is equal to 2 pi. In some case they will use the formula t is equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity x of j ohm e power jk ohm naught t dt. Sorry, here it is ohm, sorry, here it is ohm. So x of t 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity x of j ohm e power jk ohm naught t ohm, because here d ohm, because here we are integrating with respect to ohm, here we are integrating with respect to frequency. So this is the correlation between the CTFS and CTFT. Okay, so similarly this x of t equation is known as synthesis equation, and this of x of j ohm is known as analysis equation, similar to your Fourier series. Okay, so similarly if you want to represent this, it should satisfy Dirichlet conditions similar to this previous one. Okay, so these are all the two formulas you need to remember, that is x of j ohm is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity x of t. Here listen, instead of this now here what we need to do is, here we will not have discrete, right, because it is continuous. So here x of j ohm can be written as integral minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j ohm t dt is the formula. and here x of t equal to 1 by 2 pi rt integral minus infinity to infinity x of j ohm e power j ohm t d ohm is the formula. So this is what the final formula. You got it? Understood? So here what we need, what we are going to do is, why I have removed k. So here we are, here this is not a discrete sequence, right? So here I have removed this k, and I have represent this x of j ohm is equal to minus infinity to infinity x of t e power minus j ohm t dt. So this equation is said to be a CTFT pair x of j ohm. So how we can represent this x of t, this pair is x of j ohm. Okay. So we'll see one first problem here. We need to find CTFT of x of t is given where b greater than 0. Plot magnitude and phase spectrum. Okay. So if we want to find out spectrum, first you need to find out this x of j ohm is equal to integral minus infinity to infinity, this formula, right? X of t e power minus j ohm t into dt. Okay, now consider this. X of t is given, x of t is equal to what they have given, e power minus bt into u of t. U of t is 1, that is u of t equal to 1 for time t greater than 0, 0 for time t less than 0. So when you multiply this with u of t, what you will get? You will get for positive time duration. So e power minus bt for time t greater than or equal to 0, 0 for time t less than 0. So I am going to find x of j ohm. So integral minus infinity to infinity is the formula. Now here we are having for positive side. So 0 to infinity e power minus x of t, instead of x of t e power minus bt e power minus j ohm t. So இப்போ next என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, we need to add these two. So e power b plus j ohm into t into dt. Now when you integrate it, what you will get is e power minus b plus j ohm t divided by b plus j ohm minus b plus j ohm, and the limit is 0 to infinity. So minus 1 by b plus j ohm is common. So e power minus infinity minus e power 0. So minus 1 by b plus j ohm, and here e power minus infinity is 0, e power 0 is 1. So here you will get 1 by 1 plus b plus j ohm. So here x of j ohm is equal to 1 by b plus j ohm. Now I need to find out the magnitude and phase part. So in order to find the magnitude and phase part, the here numerator it is 1, so you will retain this one, relate in the denominator, that is a complex conjugate term, complex term you are having. So b plus j ohm, so which is nothing but root square